In today's video, are downtown Toronto condo prices actually bouncing back a slight bit, or are they on the trend that I have been making clear on this channel and on my other social media pages as well in the last 2 months? Are they continuing to decline into May of 2024? So we're going to quickly cover the downtown Toronto condo market in today's video, compare some prices to the month previous, and as always, touch on a bunch of different topics as well. If you're new to the channel, hello everyone, this is Sam from SaberiSixRealEstate and Remax Realtron Realty, back with another video for you guys here today. On this channel, we like to discuss everything having to do with the Toronto real estate market, market reports, market stats, buyer advice, seller advice, area analysis, condo reviews, tours of homes I've purchased and sold on the behalf of clients, and so much more. So if you find any of this content informative or enjoyable, subscribe, like this video, and you can also get in touch with me. It's easier than ever to get in touch with me. My contact information obviously in the description box, and also there's a link where you can book a call with me if you have any buying or selling inquiries. Looking forward to hearing from you, as I have many of my other clients from this channel. So on this channel, I've been making clear really for the last 2 months, I've made several videos dedicated to this topic, that the downtown Toronto condo market has really been truly struggling. Comparing it to other areas in North York, for example, at the time I made a video talking about how North York is outpacing downtown, how properties are staying on market for a long time in downtown, prices are down. And I don't just purely speak from the numbers, I also speak from my on the ground experience working on the behalf of buyers and sellers. I luckily made many purchases in downtown, and we had so much leverage as buyers. We bought really below market, and we bought definitely far below market in 2023 and 2022. But how are things holding up in May of 2024? At the time of recording of this video, I'm only looking at 20 full days of May in downtown. So we're going to compare the first 20 days of May in downtown Toronto, May 2024, and then see how it compares to April, the month previous, the 21st days of April as well. And when we do, we find some interesting results. Let's first start with where things were in April, at least 20 full days. Here we see we had 201 sales, which for April standards is still low, even in downtown. I mean, sales really across the spring market, across all property types, across all areas, was down compared to 2023 spring market and definitely 2022 spring market. Now, particularly in downtown, 201 sales in the first 20 days of April is fairly subdued, I would say. Nonetheless, though, based on these 200 sales, we saw an average sold price of $765,000 and a median sold price of $683,000. As you can further see, there was an average day on market of 27. So that means out of these 200 sales, the average sold price for a condo across all bedroom types, anything from 3-bedroom to a studio, was $760, and the median was around $680. And on average, units for sale, downtown Toronto condo units for sale in April were staying on market for 27 days. But once again, keep in mind that these are obviously averages, right? And in a lot of cases in April, I was seeing things on market for as high as 120 days, and that's no exaggeration. There were a lot of situations where, you know, buildings that were selling around $1,100 per square foot, you were able to find transactions that indicated that no, you can actually buy in this historical building that, you know, sells for $1,100, you can now buy it less than $1,000. Those were exceptions, don't get me wrong, but, you know, definitely in certain situations where it was only $1,100 per square foot, you can get it for $1,050 per square foot. Inventory was just simply not moving, and if anything, I'm actually surprised the days on market for the first 20 days. Keep in mind, once again, this is the first 20 days, because if I'm going to compare the first 20 days of May, it shouldn't be compared to the entirety of April, should be compared to the first 20 days of April. Nonetheless, if anything, I'm surprised that days on market was actually low. 27 to me was lower than what my experience on the ground indicated to me. Well, now if we take a look at May numbers, May 2024 numbers, the first 20 days of May, we see that things have actually started to pick up. That's right, things have actually started to pick up a slight tad bit. In May 2024, based on 161 sales, so sales are lower, we went from 200 sales to 161. We see a higher average sold price of $785,000 and a higher median sold price of $702,000. So it's not as if things have exploded by any means. And even still so, I would say by spring market standards, comparing 2022 and 2023, spring market is still what refer to as a subdued spring market. Things have picked up, activity has picked up, but it's definitely not as seller friendly as previous spring markets, and it is definitely far more buyer friendly than previous spring markets. Nonetheless, though, we see an increase in the average sold price so far in downtown Toronto for downtown Toronto condos at $785, higher than the $765 figure or the $760 figure we just covered for April, and then obviously median is up as well at $702,000, higher than the April median at around $680. Now you might say, Sam, this is obviously very, very typical, right? I mean, it's the spring market. Things pick up in the spring. You know, May is just a month further into spring, so shouldn't it be naturally the case that May is up from April? Well, it's not that simple, and let me tell you why. Because typically speaking, what happens is, putting 2022 aside, 2023, 2021, what typically happens, especially with regards to downtown Toronto condos, is prices increase from January to February, February to March, and then April numbers are higher than March numbers, and then May numbers are on par or slightly higher than April numbers. That didn't happen, and at least has not happened so far in 2024 in downtown Toronto. So far, March has yielded the highest results in terms of average sold price and median sold price, because we just took a look at April and May is up from April, but so far in 2024, downtown Toronto condos have actually peaked in March. March yielded the highest average. The average in March, once again, the first 20 days in March in downtown, to keep this analysis exact, was $807,000. That was the average based on 199 sales, and the median was $718,000. So it seems as if what happened in downtown Toronto for condos, and we can kind of take this and kind of apply it across the market, because I'm seeing this same trend across other housing types in other areas. The market kind of had a premature peak in March in anticipation for the spring. April was really disappointing and subdued, and then it seems like May things are kind of on par with April for other housing types in other areas, but in the case of downtown, a little bit higher than April for downtown Toronto condos. Anyways, today's video was a quicker than normal video. I'm gonna experiment with shorter form videos. I know I speak for 30 minutes on some videos sometimes, but to kind of, you know, pick up the output of videos and bring you the latest market updates and market trends on a more weekly basis, I thought I would experiment with shorter videos. As always though, if I didn't touch on anything, you need any further elaborations, you can add your comments or questions in the comment section, and I will oblige and answer. As always, this is Sam from SaberiSixRealEstate. This was a Toronto condo market update. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, stay tuned, and get in touch with me with any buying or selling inquiries.